Good morning, everyone. Srifgal. We are playing some more Magic Knight Rayearth. This is the SNES game that was created after the manga and anime of the same name. Today we are heading to the Mountain of No Return to look for our second rune god. I believe Mountain of No Return is going to be... Oh, they need a key. Gotcha. That's why the village comes in. We stopped at this village last time and it didn't end up being anything productive. So I'm hopeful that... Oh. It is straight into... There are monsters. And we're going to fight them. Cool. I guess let's go straight into... Maxima. And see what Ascot can do. That's respectable damage. He's very much a caster, which I should probably put him in the back row to help with that. I don't know if these are the same flowers we were fighting before, so I'm going to go ahead and just use a mid-tier attack. They are more powerful than the ones that we were fighting before. Noted. So we'll go ahead and Wind Fury. And just nuke them. Ah! Are you alright? Good job, Ascot. It's a summoner. Just look at that monster. How scary. Did you come here to destroy our village? You're all so mean. That's right, this boy here saved me. Ma'am? You get ostracized just for being a summoner. Poor thing, you can come stay here with me if you want. But I need to go to the Mountain of No Return with the girls. There's also my friends, even you would be weirded out by them. I owe you and your monster friends my life. If anyone complains, I'll personally smack them upside the head. I'll be waiting, so come here when you're back from the Mountain of No Return. Once again, I love the little sprite animations there. Ascot's adorable, and I very much appreciate the character arc. Again, it's a little bit more of a character arc in the show, but he is one of the more interesting characters just from a there's a lot of antagonists that have a turnaround in the course of this show. Okay, I think we're gonna go to back to the shop here. We're gonna go to cheer cubes, and I'm gonna buy like a bunch. Because I actually used a lot of those, and I was not expecting to. No key yet. She didn't mention the key, right? So we still have to find it. What? You want to climb the Mountain of No Return? Well, then I'll give you the key. That was easy, but you're being reckless if you ask me. I do think it's interesting. So all the villagers seem to have tails, and their tails match their hair color, which I think is a nice little touch. And it begins. mean, if it ain't broke, we're gonna be seeing a lot of this animation. And this is probably just gonna nuke everything. Probably a little overkill. Let's real quick while I'm thinking about it, get formation. We want Ascot into the back as well. Honestly, we could probably just move everybody into the back. I'll leave Hikaru in the front, but, like, there's very little reason to have somebody in the front row. We don't use a lot of physical attacks. Tone it down a little bit, see if we can just get away with an ocean wave here. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna check this cave. Just in case. But I suspect that the path is looking like it's gonna be on the right side. Most of the dungeons in this game are pretty straightforward mazes. Like, you have a couple different paths you can take, and you often have a bit of a clue, at least, as to which one is correct. That should finish these guys off. Like, one of the things I like with this one in particular is we got a little bit of a glance at what the other paths were from the sides as we were climbing. So we know, like, there's a loop in there in the middle, and Megan Shield. Okay. That's something. Health and magic restored. Okay. That was a good detour. So I think this loops. I guess we could check this little side path just to see if there's something there. I'm suspecting it's just going to be a treasure chest, though. Unless it actually connects to a different point higher up. Yep. More blaze stock. Oh wait, no, I think the other ones we had were blast stock. Interesting. So, I guess we go all the way to the right to this little cave. It's probably going to be another treasure chest. Huh. I was expecting those to... I was expecting at least Hikaru to finish it off. Oh well. Yeah, the physical attacks in this game aren't great. Like, outside of Fario. Okay, yeah. The other ones were Blast Stock. Now we have Blaze Stock as well. I do love that the ability that he uses doesn't actually do what it did when he was fighting us. I guess that maybe the dog that it summons is the boss that it was that we fought as Umi. I guess we'll check this. This is probably a treasure chest again. It's almost like I've played a few RPGs and these dungeon layouts are pretty predictable. I think Ocean Wave should finish him off. Crimson Hellfire. Okay. That sounds promising. Let's go this way quick. Ooh, Cheerfuls. Those are actually worthwhile. And I'm gonna guess this is, yeah. So Scarlet Wave hits everything, Hellfire hits one. Checking while we have multiple enemies on the screen, because against bosses you just can't tell. And so there's a chance you could be burning more MP than you need for a spell that doesn't do as much damage if it's AoE. That's kind of what I was hoping, was that one of these caves up towards the top was just going to be a restore again. So we didn't end up needing nearly as many items for this section as we did for the underwater temple, just because there were a lot more points where you could recover. Wind of Fortune. What does that one do? So we've actually, I think we've gotten, let's just double check here. Defend with a wall of water. Makes killer moves easier. So Wind of Fortune must be... Let's see, so stops foes using a wind circle. Revives an knocked out ally. Defend with a wall of air. So that's just targets one person with a protection. I'm guessing Dragon Shield might be everybody. And then Binding Wind is against enemies. And then Wind of Fortune is... looks like it makes critical hits more likely. Now, that could be really good against... or if I can use that on somebody like Hikaru, who has good physical attack. Or if we have... even better if we have Fario in our party again. Which I don't remember if we do or not later. What do we do from here? What was that? Look! Wow, what is this place? I think this is the Maze of Wind on the floating continent. And there should be a room god deeper inside. Makona agrees, and is running ahead. New enemies? Yep. We'll see how nasty these guys are. Let's see if we can do a mid-tier follow-up. So that'd be about... okay, so they've got more than 2,200 hit points. Okay, so we're looking at about 2,500 hit points there. So should still be able to take them out with 2 hits, but we're going to need the heavier damage for the second spell. Teleporters in a maze? That sounds lovely. I'm also guessing here, but yeah. I'm not going to be able to keep this up unless I burn some items, but I think that's okay. Ripple chain. Interesting. Okay. Stun with a chain of water. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this first teleporter because it feels like there's probably a... this feels like a second teleporter kind of place. Pretty fast enemies here, although pretty much everything else, they hit like a wet paper towel. I was wrong, but I'm not complaining. Interesting. This is the first time we've seen a single monster on an encounter like this for a while. I'm hoping that means it's actually a tough monster. Let's go ahead and water blade it. I am guessing the path on this based on just what we've seen from other dungeon structures. In Fury. I mentioned it seems like a second teleporter thing. So we skipped the first path, and we are taking the middle one on this section. Looks like that's a no. I'm really hoping it's one of these three, like, fingers, but there's a chance it's not. Perhaps my prediction was all wrong and the maze outthought me. So if it's not this one, then my theories were completely wrong. That's okay. I was wrong. These weren't even good treasures. They were literally just there to mock you. I thought that was gonna be a one-shot. Vario, you disappoint me. Kona. This is the temple. This is the Sky Temple. There's a rune god inside. What happened with Fu? She acted really weird. You were the same back at the Sea Temple. Anyway, let's follow her. It's okay, Ascot. Go back to the old lady. We'll be fine by ourselves from here on out. Thank you. Be careful. You sure kept me waiting, a bunch of naughty gals, ain't you? Who are you? The name's Caldina. You gals are Kara and Umi, ain't you? What's up with that accent? I mean, how did you know our names? That's because little old me was hired by Zagato. By Zagato? Why don't you show me what you guys are really made of? Okay, we're getting right into it with fight against Caldina. This is gonna be obnoxious, isn't it? We've got like 20 of these. I feel like we should just be using a few of them while we can. We're low on magic. Ah, you did good. I'll give you that. You ain't seen True Terry yet. What a poor loser. Not sure if we've got another... Magic Knight. I am known as Wyndham, the legendary rune god who slumbers here. Four-winged bird. Oh, Umi, I'm so glad to see you. My body. Don't come near. Something's not right. Ah, do you think I'd lose that easily? The name's Caldina. I put a little spell on these two. When we fought, one to kill you. You're one of Zagato's allies, aren't you? It's strictly business, but you did pay little me handsomely. I'm a pro, so I'd better put in my best work, don't you think? Business? You're doing it for money? That's... We're just getting started. Okay. So now we have Fu against Hikaru and Umi. So, I think I wind guard first. I think we Binding Wind. Does not look like that worked, but it was worth trying. Toss a quick healing wind down just to get top back off. Her healing spells are basically always full heals. She's only got the one healing spell, I guess, but you know what I mean. And I guess with that in mind, let's just go Wind Fury. Start going to town. Physical attacks in this game really suck. That's basically what I've learned from the entirety of this so far. Girl from another world. Thou does not seem to understand what strength of will is. Thus, thou cannot become a true magic knight. It is regrettable. Wait, what? Game over? Okay. Great. Okay. So I'm guessing that I either have to just wait it out or not attack them. I guess it must be like the Dark Cecil fight. Or you have to intentionally lose, which would just be annoying. So I'm going to assume it's a don't attack them. Or maybe even heal them. It's a little obnoxious how far back the save point is. The good news is we really don't need those treasure chests. Actually, these guys are fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and just skip them. We'll go with the same plan as last time. We've got Ferrio's earrings. Let's just... I think 3 of these should do it. And she didn't go for any confusion attacks, so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go off to the side a little bit here. Just in case. We didn't explore the last temple at all, and I don't think there's necessarily anything here, but I want to check if there happens to be a save point or treasure, because it doesn't seem like there's encounters here. And if there is a save point, I would like to not have to redo that walk again. Origin cube. That looks like a big no. Now we get to play the fun game of how long do I wait before I start attacking or doing something else. Well, that actually helps. You can't target them with healing. So that is not the solution. Can't use items on them either, and there is no spell that restores confusion. The only other thing I can think of is using the run command. I suppose the other thing I could think of offhand would be using physical attacks. feel like this must be wrong, but I'm really not sure what it is, and I'm kind of terrified to do something more. So the only other thing I can think of is just letting them, like, making this just a loss. So I guess I'm just gonna run and hope that they do magic because they're really bad at attacking me. They're very bad at this. Oh, thank God. Girl who has come to this world to become a magic knight, show me thou hast the strength of will to worthy of wielding me. In Zephyro, your will determines everything, your power to believe. Binding wind! Oh, you're a tough one, but... What is it? My body is acting on its own. Karu, Umi. Looks like my spell got you too. No, at this rate I'll kill the others. That's the plan, hun. Don't worry, you'll be joining them soon. Taking me on won't do you any good. Emerald Gale. What? You cast a spell on yourself? Now your spell is broken. This time it's my turn. Okay, that was pretty awesome. Whose strength of will is Barrio. But how? It's a matter of will. I steeled my resolve. I thought I would gladly give my life if it was for these two. That's why you attacked yourself. Well, they're my dear friends. I will fight those who dare to hurt them. Oh, so cool, ain't you? I like you gals much more than Zagato, who has no goal. His goal isn't to rule over Zephyro? What's the use of taking over Zafiro without the princess? Also, it seems like Zagato has something more important to him than Zafiro. Something more important than Zafiro. Legendary magical knight, thou hast shown me the strength of spirit that cares for thy friends. Thy will is still too weak to wield me. I shall slumber until that day comes. And we get another weapon and armor upgrade and the guardian, or the rune gun. I thought I heard that girl with a weird accent. Are you talking about me? Ah, it's her! No need to be so scared. Saracen Wyndham, the girls from another world have managed to awaken 2 rune gods. Only one remains. You look distressed, princess. Zagato, I beg of you, stop this. At this rate, Zafiro will be destroyed. Even if Zafiro will turn to ruin, my heart will not change. Even if this world returns to the void. Zagato. I finally found you, Zagato. I'll have you return the princess. Lafarga. You stand no chance against me. We'll see about that. Well, that was pretty brief. I have abandoned everything. You cannot win. I will not kill you. Instead, I will have you battle the magic knights for me. Is that understood? As you wish, Lord Zagato. You're controlling him with magic? I will kill the magic knights. There's a lot of fighting people who are otherwise the good guys. Can you tell us where the next rune god is? Oh, first things first. Do you guys want to hire me? I'll show you the way to the rune god. Hire? What do you mean hire? Well, I'm asking if you want to hire the beautiful and wonderful Miss Caldina for the low, low price of 30,000 gold. Well, what's it gonna be? Yes. Pleasure doing business with you. I don't think we have 30,000 gold. It's inside the volcano at the very end of the continent to the northwest. Did they just take all of our money? Is that how that works? We didn't actually lose any money. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Anyway, we have Caldina now. You can see there the swords have upgraded again, and the armor. I really love the design on Umi's, especially as it grows. It started out with that very simple thin guard. Now it has this big like crescent coming out of it that I think is really neat. Haru's is just super stereotypical over the top greatsword, and Fu's is just a sword. Caldina is another caster and is really weird. I am just going to move everybody to the back. So she has some more protection and a petrification and a confusion spell. She's pretty much a status mage and is not going to be very good. But we'll get more into that next time. One more rune god left. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.